Hello, Pokemon Go trainers. It is a Seahawks fan 2017 with another Pokemon Go video, another Go Battle League video, and in today's video, we got the mighty White Kyurem with Ice Fang. Going back to Ice Fang, I mean, it makes White Kyurem the strongest Ice type in the game, the most damage any Ice type Pokemon can do. The great movesets. We also have Origin Palkia and Ho-Oh. The back, honestly, it can be a little awkward to use this team, but Ho-Oh is really crucial. With all the fairies you're going to see, Ice Fang, White Kyurem does have some good fast attack pressure into the fairies, and Origin Palkia is gonna go kaboom! Get nuked, Palkia, get nuked. Hilarious to see it get nuked like that. It did get nuked very nicely. Unfortunately, cannot Ice Fang down the Zygote complete, but it did get taken down. It is phenomenal. No, I do kind of still prefer Dragon Breath on White Kyurem. Definitely some scenarios where you want Ice Fang, especially for the fairy matchups, as I said already. But I do like this team. It's fun. I just really love using White Kyurem. Still going up and down in Elo. I'll get my get veteran at some point this season. There'll be a time. No one's legend yet. Definitely wanted to rush, try to make leaderboards, but yeah, it's not going good for me. But I'm not a terrible Elo 2200s. Jumping up and down between 22 and 2300s. Just happens. Ho-Oh comes in and I charge hack priority. I knew they were definitely maybe that wasn't charge hack priority. Maybe 110 switch and lag. Either way, we're in a good spot, right? Kyurem can just drag him down the White Kyurem. My Origin Palkia Origin Palkia can drag him down the White Kyurem. And I was set up for the win. But some of the things to watch out for, if you have a fairy lead, it can be tough. Unfortunately, you don't get to Fusion Flare before Moonblast. And Xerneas and Florges, definitely annoying things. Actually, I haven't seen a Zacian lead. I don't think Zacian, it's just not for this team. I don't mind my peer leads. I do not want to go down to 0 shields. It is really tough trying to win matches when you have a 0-1 shield disadvantage. You can almost, especially with White Kyurem, you can, or at least like AQM, you can often almost guarantee to take the last shield. But even, enough energy advantage, they can definitely nuke almost anything. Definitely, I don't want to be in that situation. Brave Bird is able to get some big damage on the Shadow Ho-Oh. We do have our last shield. They're going to Brave Bird. And Rhyperior gets Ice Fang down. Shadow Ho-Oh, it is super strong. Definitely, I would recommend checking out the video. Shadow Ho-Oh is so strong. But in general, I would prefer to have the regular Ho-Oh. The extra bulk does come in very handy. Now, Origin Dialga is a very annoying Pokemon for the team. You can't get to 2 Fusion Flares, so gotta swap into something. But also our backline really does not want to see Dialga. Unfortunately, my opponent is a great beta, able to take my shield with Iron Head and get to War of Time before I get to a Sacred Fire. Although, I didn't want to debuff myself, and I was not going to clean up that Dragon Breath White Kyurem. Yeah, Origin Dialga, the best counter to the Kyurems, is pretty strong into this team. But, I was able to get positive elo the team. It's not terrible. I charge priority tie for getting to Iceburn. Another good play could be catching that Sacred Fire. Unfortunately, they go Sacred Fire, then Brave Bird. I mean, that is a smart thing. They have Waterfall Pumina, though. I don't think Waterfall Pumina is too common, just because of how walled that fairy can be into the Kyurems, and also Origin Dialga. But, I mean, Waterfall still really strong, especially with all the Rhyperias and Landorus's. Honestly, I mean, yeah, Landorus Therian, one of the best counters to Black Kyurem, definitely makes sense it's still around, but with the threat of Ice Fang on White Kyurem, I definitely expected less Landorus, but I guess Dragon Breath White Kyurem definitely proving some success, so, I mean, also a lot of people, I mean, generally ranked high is Black Kyurem, and I should not have swapped into the Palkia. That was a mistake. Thankfully, I did not give them enough energy, and Ho-Oh can just easily clean up. Should not have brought in Palkia, definitely. I mean, it would have been so funny if I gave them just enough energy to win the battle. This is where you want Dragon Breath on White Kyurem. You can Dragon Breath down Palkia all the way before they get to 2 moves. I really should go for the bait, but I'm so low. Actually, I just sacrificed myself. Defense drop would have been real nice. We see a Solgaleo. Cool to see Solgaleo. Definitely would be annoyed of the... Scared of the Rhyperias. But I guess if I'm really tired of the fairies, I should bring in Solgaleo. I should try it out. I did want to go for an undercharge, but Sacred Fire just that strong. And I have 2-to-1 shield advantage. Braybird able to take a shield off the Kyurem. I need to make sure they do not make a catch. But even then, I have 2 shields. I should be able to just win. And we get to the Spatial End. Now, no catch. And goodbye, Kyurem. And goodbye, Palkia. They should not be able to get to a bait and Spatial End. They did not. So, a nice win. Origin Palkia definitely... I mean, it is... Last time I checked, the #1 Pokemon in Master League according to PvPoke. And that is it. I mean, it is for a reason. I do try to stay in the Nicosia matchup. And here's where the battle goes downhill for me. I do commit a shield. And I use a lot of energy. Gonna have 2 moves, 2 Aqua Tails, or almost 2. And I throw too much Dragon Breath energy, and I go down because I do not want to go down 0-2 shields. Definitely sloppy play, but gotta be a little careful if you do try out the team. Definitely feel like it is good to show some losses. Also, this does look like a pretty cool Dragon Tail Black Kyurem team. Maybe I'll try it out. I mean, like, Black Kyurem is really cool and really strong. Just prefer White Kyurem more. But I really should try out the Dragon Tail Pokemon. I mean, like, I do love using Zygarde. Not really much this season. But into the Rhyperior lead, I mean, like, almost everyone, they go for Breaking Swipe after bait after charging up to Rock Wrecker. And then they go for the Rock Wrecker. Which, I mean, like, if you do full send and no shield, you're just toast. I do bring in Palkia now. Just trying to soften up the Palkia. Maybe there's a chance for my Ho to clean up. They're going to be forced to throw the Spatial... Oh, Draco. You go for Draco and actually bring in my Ho straight away. And I reach the Braybird in time, and Braybird kabooms. They're going to take me out, but White Kyurem is healthy enough to clean up. And, well, without the debuff, I would not have gotten KO'd by a Fusion Bolt. And, like, 2 HP in a dream, Hundo, White Kyurem, every bit of that IVs mattered for that win. White Kyurem into Shiny Primarina. No Shundo, 98 Shiny, really cool, really jealous. I actually found 3 Hundo Poplios during the calm day. Would have been nice for one of them to be a Shundo, but oh well. I mean, that was definitely crazy luck on finding 3 hundos, but now we have a Ho-Oh to deal with. I don't mind it. I do CMP tie. Actually, maybe I gave a free Incinerate. Did I make that mistake? I do take the last shield. I decided to bring in my Ho-Oh. They can't get to back-to-back moves. But they bring in Origin Palkia. I probably should have thrown the Brave Bird after one Incinerate to give less farm. Yes, I should have. But I do take down their Palkia low enough. And I should not be in Brave Bird range from a non-Shadow Ho-Oh. But I make a perfectly timed catch. Let's go. I mean, they did not have the energy they needed to. I think they would have done too much damage. They registered the Incinerate into my Kyurem. They like undercharged. Or like if they, yeah. Oh, and we have a terrible lead, and we are met with a Kyogre safe swap. Seeing a Kyogre, this whale is not extinct in Master League. Oh, I do not get to 2 moves. I am a bit of a silly goose. I should know that Blizzard is mandatory right now in Kyogre. I mean, if anyone's running Kyogre, they have Blizzard. So me no shielding that Blizzard and then shielding up Surf, definitely a feels bad moment. Although they probably, yeah. But now, Spatial Rend, but I don't get to the next move. Oh no, I'm in a tough spot. If I had been able to take the last shield or KO, I would have been in a decent spot. But unfortunately, Mewtwo with the Side Strike pacing is going to clean up. I mean, I had a terrible lead. I guess I could have stayed in a bit. Soften up the Dialga. But oh well. This is the Dragon Breath White Kyurem versus Ice Fang White Kyurem. They're going to do more damage in time and get more energy quicker. They're going to bring in Complete Zygote after we try to Incinerate down with Ho-Oh. Definitely have to be careful of. I mean, I'm not sure if that's a move. It definitely can be tricky to count Dragon Breaths. But Zygote Complete is going to shield up the Brave Bird. Okay, it does shield up. But I do hang on to get to another Brave Bird. They're going to be loaded on energy. We're going to be bringing in White Kyurem. Gonna no shield. Do need Switch Clock to be up. I needed to not see Origin Dialga. That's a good team. I actually feel like this team would definitely struggle a lot into fairies, but I guess and unfortunately just not going to have any more shields remaining. I think I still would have lost even if I didn't make a crunch catch. Focus lead. Yeah, I mean, Complete Zygote's still amazing. We make a catch of that Moonblast onto the Ho-Oh. It is a Trailblaze. Oh, nice. And I am very comfortable in this Ho-Oh v Rhyperior matchup. Even with the debuff, they need to Rock Wrecker for the KO. And they're under half health, which is fantastic. And I have 2 shields and a lot of energy on my White Kyurem. And they do not have the energy to reach 2 moves. Even Breaking Swipe. And no attack drop. Let's go. That's huge. That may have given me a bit more energy if they did attack drop. We're going to guarantee the shield or KO. Well, almost KO, actually. Florges comes into the Origin Palkia, which we do not like. But actually, it is worth shielding up the Palkia. We can force their last shield or KO. Do they want to shield up this red HP? Florges, nope. I do not get to the fusion player to take the last shield, unfortunately. I should have just thrown the Aqua Tail. Had I just thrown Aqua Tail, I think I would have won. Close battle. Bad lead, terrible lead. Next opponent, Meloetta. Meloetta is so strong. It is so strong. I really wish Niantic did not time gate the shiny Meloetta research. I do make a catch of that second Dazzling Gleam onto Hoa. Beautiful. We are met with a Rhyperior once again. Shield piece. I do not mind this. I don't mind them taking my Hoa out, especially after landing that move. They go for the breaking swipe. Let's go. That's not enough for the KO. I do hang on. That's the power of a non-shadow. Hoa able to take the last shield. Actually bring in Palkia. I mean, if Palkia does not want to see Florges, there's probably a Kyurem in the back. Actually, it's a Zacian, and that's a why. White Kyurem is amazing and get nuked Zacian. We do shield close combat, but we're in a real good spot. We are going to... Oh no, are we going to get taken out? Breaking Strike, not enough for the KO. They do get the attack drop, that's huge. But we have a Fusion Flare. And it says, oh, my opponent has left the game. Close the game. I mean, they had a pretty neutral lead. Maybe I do win that matchup a bit. I mean, they just pace 2 Dazzling Gleams before I get to Fusion Flares, but I do have a lot more fast attack pressure. Another Florges lead this time. They do not get fooled. Do not have the move caught. But here, into Black Kyurem. And did I do the math right? Did I do the math right? I get to Braybird. I hang on. Was that damage registration error? Or 1 HP in a dream? Goodbye, Black Kyurem. I take a shield advantage, take a Pokemon out, and I get to the Fusion Flare after one more Ice Fang to CMP tie win. And they bring in Origin Dialga. I'm actually just going to settle for Aqua Tails. They should know. Actually, potentially. Yeah. Oh, they do shield. Let's go. I do get to 2 Aqua Tails. I'm in a little bit of a tricky situation. Definitely a little terrified. I really hope they can only get to one move. Or, oh no, this is bad. This is the bad thing for me. No, Origin Dialga too good. Should ship them more and then... Oh well, whatever. Whatever. It's the silent battle. The Ho-Oh dealing with the Zacian. I mean, we don't want them to throw a move before we throw out first move. A second move before we throw out first. I'm not debuffed. I'm just going to let them take me out. I mean, they did not want to play out the Rhyperior into White Kyurem matchup, which I get. You give me some energy. They bring in Florges. Before Moonblast, I'm going to throw the Ice Burn. Surely they shield. They do. And I'm going to actually make a catch of the Moonblast onto Palkia. Sacrifice, but it is only a Trailblaze. Let's go. They're going to let me reach the next move. Actually, maybe they were not at Moonblast energy at this point. Maybe they were. But either way, I'm in a good spot. You go for another Trailblaze. That is totally fine. This is going to be close. I do have a tiny bit of residual energy. And fortunately for me, I was at the perfect energy I needed to pace to this Kaboom before they got to their Kaboom. And they needed the full send Rock Wrecker for the KO. Next opponent, Rhyperior in the lead. Okay, Oakley Dokley. This is a handy-dandy matchup for me. And Duskman Necrozma comes in. Could have been a bit quicker. But oh well. Dark Pulse putting me quite low. I do not want to go and potentially lose all this energy. I want to be able to get to 2 moves, so I commit a shield. I mean, I don't mind throwing Braybird into Rhyperior. I do still have a shield. And I'm going to get some big chip damage on the Rhyperior. I'm not entirely sure if I want to swap into Palkia. but I actually do bring in Palkia because I trust White Kyurem. With Ice Fang, I would trust Dragon Breath White Kyurem a bit more. At this point, I'm able to force them to throw the energy. And they're so damaged that I can just one shield farm them down. Actually, they don't even get my shield. Haha. Power fast move attack damage. I mean, this is a very high fast attack move pressure team. And here is where I make the brilliant play of swapping and catching their very predictable Sacred Fire. That's what I would do in their scenario. Unfortunately for them, I read them like a book. They do have Florges to counter me. I should pair Florges behind a Hoa lead. Maybe Shadow Hoa lead. Man, one day we're going to get Shadow Florges. It's going to be so fun. I do think regular Florges will be a little bit better still, just because that it's going to lose quite a bit of bulk. But the extra damage could be, I'm not sure, some matchups I think it could be a bit better, but kaboom! Get nuked, Turbo, and they get Ice Fang down, not even getting incinerated into Kyurem. They do have the Origin Yaga. Unfortunately for them, they are about to get kaboom! Goodbye. Goodbye, Florges. Hope you enjoyed the battle. Subscribe to the channel for daily Go Battle League videos. Definitely been a very fun team to use in Master League. I just love White Kyurem. It's so strong. I mean, it's one of the strongest Pokemon in the game. One of the 2 highest CP Pokemon in the game. Just beautiful. So powerful. But thanks for watching, and goodbye.